Hello, my lovely English learners. We are on an adventurous journey, and this journey is about letter A to letter Z. Yes, my dear audience, I have come up with a new series where I am going to cover from letter A to letter Z all the words. Not only the words, their meanings, their explanation, their synonyms and example sentences for you to understand, because in order to have a flowery language, to have a sophisticated taste and your language, try to inculcate all these words, because these are just the word bank. And if you want such kind of series, just comment me in comment section. Let's move ahead. Tag let's move ahead. So we are going to start this series. So the number one word which comes on the screen is abstruse. Abstruse means difficult to understand, obscure. And synonyms of abstruse are esoteric, recondite, cryptic, complex. Now you are having multiple synonyms. For example, instead of abstruse, you can utilize recondite, cryptic, complex, and of course esoteric. So these are the synonyms for the things which are obscure, which are difficult to understand. And the example sentence is, the professor's lecture was so abstruse that only 2 students could follow his logic. And you can utilize, instead of abstruse, the professor's lecture was so esoteric that only 2 students could follow his logic. And you can also utilize in this way, the professor's lecture was so recondite that only 2 students could follow his logic. You can also say the professor's lecture was so cryptic that only 2 students could understand his logic. So the first word is abstruse, difficult to understand. The second one is acrimonious. Acrimonious means bitter, angry, sharp in tone. And the synonyms are hostile, rancorous, caustic, spiteful. Rancorous, spiteful, caustic. So their divorce ended up in acrimonious legal fight, legal battle. You can utilize their divorce ended up in rancorous legal battle. Their divorce ended up in caustic legal battle, means sharp in tone, bitter, angry. The third word on the list is ambivalent. Ambivalent. Ambivalent means having mixed feelings, uncertain, and conflicting. For example, she felt ambivalent about moving abroad. Excited yet afraid. Mixed feelings. When you are having mixed feelings, then you have to say ambivalent. She has an ambivalent personality. We are not sure what she is going to say and what she is going to do. Ambivalent, contradictory, uncertain. And the fourth word is anachronistic. Anachronistic means outdated, old-fashioned, that is no more of use. For example, the synonyms of anachronistic are antiquated, old-fashioned. Sentences, his views on women seemed shockingly anachronistic, means they are not of fashion, they are antiquated, they are old-fashioned. When something is not relevant to the present age, you have to say anachronistic. Anachronistic. And you can also utilize antiquated. Old-fashioned is a common word. You have to utilize anachronistic, antiquated. And the fifth word on the list is antithetical. Antithetical means completely opposed. Completely opposed. Synonyms are contradictory, contrasting. His calm nature was antithetical to her fiery nature. Now, his calm nature was antithetical to her fiery nature. Now, these are two contrasting things. When you are just describing two opposing, two contrasting things, having a comparison between two contrasting ideas, you have to say antithetical. Antithetical. Number 6 is apocryphal. 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 It means dubious, doubtful, spurious, unverified. For example, the story of him taming a lion seemed apocryphal, dubious. It was not verified. How a person can tame a lion in this way? Apocryphal, 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 unverified, dubious, spurious. That is not of true. The 7th one is auspicious. Auspicious. Now, auspicious means favorable. Synonyms are propitious, 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 fortune or fortunate. The wedding was held on an auspicious date chosen by the elders. It was a favorable date. It was a fortunate date. And now number 8 is assiduous. Assiduous. Assiduous means diligent, meticulous, persistence, and she was assiduous in her research, leaving no details unchecked. She was very meticulous. She was very diligent. She was very curious about the details. Now, number 9, avaricious. Avaricious. Avaricious means having great greed for wealth, for material gains. When someone is very greedy, extreme greed is called avaricious. Avaricious. And synonyms are rapacious, rapacious, materialistic. The avaricious tycoon exploited his workers for his benefit. Now, number 10th is aesthetic. Aesthetic, concerned with beauty. You can say the synonyms of artistic, tasteful, and refined. The cafe's aesthetic interior just attracted the Instagram influencer. Number 11 is altruistic. Altruistic means selfless care for others. For example, synonyms are philanthropic, humanitarian, charitable. His altruistic deeds earned widespread respect for him or her during the floods. Number 12 is aberrant. Aberrant. Aberrant means deviating from the norms, from the regular values and traditions. That is called aberrant. Aberrant. And synonyms are deviant, anomalous, irregular. For example, his aberrant behavior worried his parents because it was not what is in usual behavior of the children. Now, number 13 is ameliorate. Ameliorate means to improve, and synonyms are to enhance, refine, and mitigate. For example, the reforms were meant to ameliorate the living conditions of the poor. And number 14 is abstemious. Abstemious. Abstemious means who is self-restrained, moderate, self-disciplined. For example, the monk lived on abstemious life rather than luxury. Abstemious, self-restrained. Abstemious, self-restrained, moderate, not living on luxury, very simple and pure life. Now, number 15 is arduous. Arduous means difficult, laborious, exhausting, challenging, arduous. Climbing Mount Everest is an arduous challenge. Number 16 is anomalous. Anomalous. Anomalous means irregular, unusual. The scientist observed, noted anomalous pattern in the data. Anomalous means which is not regular, unusual. And number 17 is opposite. Opposite. Opposite means relevant. Her remark was opposite, means relevant to the discussion. Opposite, not opposite, it's opposite. Opposite. Now 18 is acerbic. Acerbic means very sharp, sardonic, very critical remark when you are passing. His acerbic wit often offended his colleagues because it was pointed, it was sardonic, it was very critical, harsh. Now number 19 is abeyance. Abeyance means temporary suspension. Synonyms are postponement, dormancy, pause. When you are having a postponement, dormancy, dormant means which is not active, pause. The project is in abeyance state due to funding. Number 20 and the last one is amorphous. Amorphous means shapeless, structureless, vague, nebulous. Nebulous, having no shape. His plan remained amorphous and lacked details. So this was the lecture, and have you learned many synonyms? Let me know in comment section. And if you are wanting such kind of sessions, such kind of informative vocab with synonyms, with explanations, so then you have to comment me. Let's move ahead, ma'am. Let's move ahead. So with this positive note, I certainly end this video. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a